Hey there. This is my intermediate presentation for service design, and my topic is sustainable climate resilient schooling infrastructure for LMIC countries. So, looking deeper into it, let's move forward. So the problem here is high temperature is affecting school students throughout the world. It can be in different ways: economic strain on families, physical discomfort and health issues to student, community and social pressure, decreased learning and performance engagement, and due to which school students, especially in LMIC countries, which is like low to middle income class countries, are dropping out of schools in increasing rate, and we'll see the data related to it. So the first phase is exploration, and in this we'll just explore the current data and what are the trends and market research about it. The preliminary research actually shows us that there's a surge in electricity bills over air conditioning over the years. The household spending over the years has been constantly increasing, and as shown in the graph, and you can see like from 2000 to 2050, uh, both the things have increased. Moving on to the main thing, how is rising temperature affecting education in LMIC countries? So in the graph, you can see the blue line, the light blue line. It shows that as the years are increasing and the temperature is increasing, so is like the dropout rate of students around the globe is increasing, especially in LMIC countries. So this means that high temperature equals to high rate of absenteeism and high rates of dropout of students. And this is the main problem in this whole situation that we are trying to tackle. So the market research says that green building market is increasing due to the reasons that we just gave earlier. Green building market uh, is around 0.59 trillion dollars as of now, and then it's expected to move to 1.10 trillion dollars till 2029. And the fastest growing market here is Asia Pacific, and right now the largest market is Europe. And there are the five main biggest players in this are shown in the presentation. So, as shown in the slide, green building infrastructure is bound to grow in coming future, and there's no player to cater that infrastructure. Moving on to the market research, we have five main groups which have the most. We have the five main companies that cater to the biggest market, and the market here usually is the European countries or the first world, as we call it. The trends as we see right now in the green building market is that the fastest growing region is Asia, but the biggest region is Europe, and it is going to increase as the years go by. Um, we see that the Asian countries and their stake in this whole market is increasing as the year progress. Um, because most of the Asian countries right now are a developing economy, but there's a huge gap when it comes to Africa or South American countries where the income is not that much right now. Then we come to our second market research, which is about online learning market. The online learning market as of right now is 22.8 billion USD, which is expected to grow by 119.17 billion USD. And the fastest growing market is Asia Pacific, and the largest market as of right now is North America. Online learning infrastructure is bound to grow in coming future, and the market is already cluttered, and it's hard to make a consolidated brand in that market because of so many market players as of now. The trends in this are pretty significant. As you can see, Asia has the biggest online learning market because because of the high density of population that lives there, and that's why they resort to online teaching, because it is both economical and more easier to cater to masses. The second biggest is America. But if you consider the total capitalization of market, like total money that is being spent, US and like North America in general, and Europe is the most dominant power there. Uh, the trend clearly shows that MIC countries have high adoption of online education. Coming to the graph shows that online education is effective for various platforms and hence can be molded into different parts. Here are like five major contributors to online learning market, and it is very cluttered as of right now. So coming to the ecosystem map of uh, of the problem that we are tackling. So the center point or the primary stakeholders are obviously students, because they have to suffer through the major heat of heat due to the increasing temperature. And the secondary stakeholders are teachers, parents, and private partnerships. School administration and government make the tertiary stakeholders, the currency being money, infrastructure, information, policies, knowledge. The primary interviewers that we take in this study are teachers, parents, students, and secondary ones are government employees and infrastructure builders. Here are some key insights from there, from the interviews we gathered, and the most important ones were from the students, as they told us that they had to face discomfort in focusing in the class, health issues due to excessive heat and dehydration, access long walks from school to their home are can encourage heat strokes, and preference. They preferred having shaded and naturally cool classrooms. Um, and then we create on based on the user insights that we got, we created three personas. The first one is a student, the second one is a teacher, and the third one is a parent. So the needs of a student is most vital in this situation, being academic support, access to technology, extracurricular opportunities, school supplies. Concerns are financial strain on the family, academic pressure, and limited future opportunities. Uh, Moving on to as this journey map of a day spent by a student inside the school. Uh, Before the school, the struggle focusing in an overheated classroom, and it is divided into six parts: before school, during school, lunch break, after school, and evening, when they go to their homes again and sleep. So we found five main pain points here: struggling to focus in overheated classroom, lack of ventilation or air conditioning in classrooms, trying to stay cool under the hot sun, feeling fatigued from the heat affecting concentration, and the last one is walking home in the afternoon heat, feeling exhausted. To tackle these, we so this gives us a huge opportunity statement, which is how might we help students to have a more climate resilient environment, especially in low to middle income class countries, which are sustainable and reduce students dropping out of school and have lower carbon footprint. This can be done by majorly by three ways: make the school infrastructure more climate resilient, make the infrastructure self-sustaining, make it sustainable and economically feasible. Uh, this this makes us come to the second part of the presentation, concept development. The first concept here is sustainable climate resilient architecture. So this figure actually shows us two ways that we can tackle this problem. How to The first part claims to stop climate change affecting existing learning infrastructure, and the second one is how to adapt to climate change. Um, where do we come in? So we come in to make climate resilient school infrastructure, and to do this, we can follow 5 steps, which is making climate resilient buildings, green infrastructure, renewable energy resources, water and cooling systems, so that the students can have cool water, heat resilient scheduling. And for this, we'll follow multiple processes, such as in case of climate resilient building design, passive cooling architecture, insulation from wall, cool roofing, and proper ventilation and reflective surfaces. And it gives us multiple points which we can follow to make this possible, which actually boils down to quality education and partnership for goals. Uh, this gives us an opportunity to make a 2B journey map of the student with improved infrastructure. Um, and we have basically followed the same pattern. But the key outliers here are like justified here, which are children are more focused in the class without sweating. Well ventilated classroom let the breeze in and cool the room naturally. Students have access to clean electricity, so there are no power cuts. Children have dedicated green spaces to utilize as socializing venues. Children have naturally cooled water to drink to hydrate. Students have naturally cool classes that do not let them through high temperature changes. And the fourth, after school, since there is no infrastructure uh, that is created for children, children have to walk back home feeling exhausted, and that's the pain point this concept cannot solve as of right now. The second concept is virtually integrated education system. Coming back to the same figure again, we'll see where this concept leads us. So this concept actually comes in using alternative modes of instruction and provision of continued support and training on climate change to teacher and school staff. So this can be done by creating centralized LMS platform, learning content archives, um, creating continuity between live and online classes, integrating VR systems, creating localized communities. And we'll see how can we do that. So we can do that by following these key points: video and audio conferencing, streaming and recording tools, registration and enrollment module, scheduling and planning module, online whiteboard, digital certificates, learning content archive, live chat for collaboration, assignment checking and feedback tools, course recommendation systems, teaching and authorization tools, scalable and reliable cloud infrastructure, intuitive mobile responsive interface, the learners analytics and dashboards, and integration through APIs. All these make for a cohesive online environment that can be provided to students if the climate is not apt for them to go into physical classes. And the idea is to integrate it seamlessly between physical classes, so that there's a continued education going on even when the climate is not very good. The 2B journey map for this is displayed here, and the key outliers being in this during school, as it's online, they have struggled to focus due to lack of interactivity. But a key pain point is also solved as students are comfortable in the good environment at home. Then there's during lunch break access to food and cool water at home, but there's no socializing, which is a critical part of like child development. but they stay cool inside the home. There is another point that they lack in concentration due to distractions in environment, but it also solves a key pain point, which is they don't feel fatigued from the heat affecting which affects their concentration, and that's the 2P journey map of this concept. So these are the links and sources that I used for the data for this presentation. And yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you.